Okay, so you should have, if you've watched all the videos, which I understand now that you haven't, but you're going to need to if you want to try and swim, you should have watched and filled in the slices on the element side called color and value, and then we did color, value, space, and then on the other side, if you flip it over, on the principles side, you should have done movement, because I have 2 videos on YouTube that you're supposed to watch. Those are things that you're supposed to have studied last year, and if you don't know what curvy and rectilinear movement is, if you don't know what low and high value is, that's review. And I'm going to be giving assignments based on these vocabulary terms. Today, I want to do shape and rhythm. And it's just 6 terms, 6 easy terms, simple, straightforward terms I want you to write down. So somewhere, one of these triangles, I want you to label shape.
What are the triangles?
It's okay, we're live. They all heard that.
Huh?
We're live, so that was a good question. Yeah, one of the triangles, label it shape. Label a triangle shape. You're going to put 2 words in that triangle. It's amazing when you see in the video how not confused your face is. Rectilinear, linear, and then curvy linear. In shape. Put it in the shape triangle.
So on one side it says
Mhm.
I'm not really writing it where because there's no way you can fit it in that little triangle.
I'm trying to write it big so you can see it. We're going to move on, munch, munch. So, curvy linear shape, I want you to do a bunch of shapes like this. Yeah, because they're curvy. Rectilinear, I want you to do a bunch of shapes that are rectilinear. In the same triangle. I can edit out all the mean things I call you.
Oh, you edit this? Are you editing?
Because I could get fired. All right. Yeah, so you've got only 2 terms for shape. Shape is very emotive. If you want to think about, it's nice, thanks for that. If you want to think about curvilinear shapes, when you're doing a depressed feeling, a relaxed feeling, a bored feeling, if you want to do rectilinear shapes, it has a lot more energy and a lot of aggression to it, right? So a line and shape and contour all has a feeling. Hudson, you want to work on this at lunch? Thank you. So there's just 2 terms for shape. We're going to move on.
Okay.
Flip the page over to your principal side.
That's such a weird word.
Right? Such a weird word. Especially for me, because I don't have any rhythm.
Wait, can I put that on there?
Okay. One of the most annoying things that people say when they're watching the video is hearing everybody else talk and me just nodding on the screen. So I'm going to keep going. Rhythm, there are 4 terms I want you to know. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, all fitting in the triangle. Okay? I'm not fitting it in so you can actually see what I'm writing.
Okay.
Regular rhythm, or you might call it planned. We're going to call it regular. Irregular. So regular rhythm is when there's a shape or a color or a value or a line, any one of the elements actually, right? One side's elements, one side's principles. All the principles organize the elements. So regular rhythm is when something repeats itself over and over and over again. So I'm looking around the room. Thank you. The bricks on the wall. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to see, but they repeat themselves regularly. And so it's almost like if you could hear a beat in your head. Bat, 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 bat. It's regular. Irregular rhythm is when the shapes don't repeat themselves all. I'm not talking about an actual sound. If you hear a sound, you're some kind of savant or some amazing person. But the shapes on here have an irregular rhythm. If I'm coming across like I'm reading music, bat, 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 right? Like it's just, there's a rhythm to it. So if you have something that's got a lot of stuff going on, right? Like this piece up here, which you can barely see, right? There's a lot of stuff going on there. There's some irregular rhythm with the red. There's some regular rhythm with some of the black. It's just a way of talking about what you're seeing. Okay, so regular and irregular rhythm. That's if you eat lots of bread, you're good. Okay, and then when it comes to other rhythms, who plays an instrument?
I am.
What is staccato? Short. Lots of energy and short. That's staccato. Okay? And then the last one would be progressive. Progressive rhythm is when something gets steadily louder, crescendo, or something gets a little less important, decrescendo, and those shapes get maybe smaller. So I want to give examples of this. So maybe just point form or whatever. Just do something like this. Like give yourself a visual of the kind of rhythms. Draw some doodles. You got a big triangle.
Music class.
You got a big triangle.
That was really loud.
Gets bigger or smaller.
Staccato's the same and progressive is different.
Staccato just needs to have little hits. Yeah. Yeah.
Progressive is boom, boom.
Boom, boom. No, progressive is boom, 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 boom.
Yes, that's what I said.
Not very well.
Is anyone watching?
Yeah.
Watch Emerson.